rape accusations, death threats,
use deadly force,
sexual misdeeds.
I mom on a regular basis.
This is the story of Isom. Watch as the plot of a fictional comic converges with reality. Eric finally gets his wish. Riley pulls up. How do Eric's friends and enemies respond? On Sifting Through the Trash, with your host, JJ Trujillo. Riley seemed to be inspired by Eric July, aka Young Rippa, and founder of the Rippaverse. Riley also wanted to make a company, the Clippaverse. Some people would argue this is trademark infringement. Others argue it's protected speech and parody. Eric July said that Riley's parody was infringement and sent him a DMCA notice, basically telling Riley that he would need to take his merchandise store down or face a lawsuit. Riley did take the store down, but wasn't happy about it. He started writing super chats to Eric, telling him how upset he was, but Eric ignored all of them. To best understand Riley, we need to take a look at Eric July's comic book Isom. Isom is sent by his sister Althena to go and investigate the disappearance of a prostitute named Jasmine. Unfortunately for Isom, his investigation leads him to Club Merc, the place of business of his old high school classmate Darren. Isom is told he needs to leave Club Merc and isn't welcome at Darren's place of business, then pulls up a second time, just as Isom pulled up at Darren's place of business. Riley wanted to pull up on Eric July, though Isom was never given an invitation, whereas Eric claimed none of his critics were man enough to have a real conflict with him and would only dare to talk online and wouldn't come to see him in person.
We all know that y'all fronting for an audience on the internet. Because the fact that people ain't pulling up, I don't understand that. I'm giving y'all where I'm at, not hiding behind a fucking microphone and a camera. Like, I'm giving you where I'm at. Let's hash it out. Let's talk about it. Let's be men. Let's do confrontation.
Eric would come to regret those words, along with sending Riley that DMCA notice. A DMCA notice requires the sender to post his official business address, and Riley had already been saying he would accept Eric's dare and pull up. Eric and others scoffed, saying Riley was fat and out of shape, so Riley began a training regimen, which included walking up hills and staring menacingly at cameras. Riley also shot back at Eric, saying he was poorly groomed and had unkempt shoulder hairs, which he should shave. Now with Eric sending Riley the Rippaverse's official address, Riley had everything he needed to pull the biggest publicity stunt of his life. Riley placed money and stickers on Eric's warehouse, something he referred to as vandalism. Eric was not happy. There are several people who many on the internet may consider Eric July's enemies. This would include Dick and Vito, but also people like Nick Rekieta and MAGA comic legend Ethan Van Sciver. Supporters of the Rippaverse claim that Ethan and Nick were jealous of Eric and backstabbed him. Ethan was sent a message several weeks prior, where he is essentially accused of being unloyal and even aiding those who defame Eric. Eric says he will reciprocate. Now, several weeks later, Ethan has many reasons to backstab Eric July. But how does he respond? First, we will take a look at what Dick and Vito say, as they are considered by many fans of the Rippaverse to be Eric's worst enemies.
People have come to my house. I don't like it.
That's
don't
the other
come
thing.
to my house.
Yeah, don't go to
One was
people's-
a joker, and I opened the door and then closed it. Like, all right, get out of here.
But that's not like a warehouse. It's not like if you had a public-facing business and someone came along. And
I have the same reaction either way.
Interestingly, they agree that you shouldn't go to people's places of business. Where do they disagree with Eric July?
Well, the reason, Dick, that they're allowed to shoot Riley dead for sticking money to their door is, of course, because Eric July's business is headquartered in Texas, a lawless state
Yes.
where you can shoot anyone for any reason.
A murder-based,
murder-based economy.
meritocracy. Yes.
Meritocracy. This was Spades86 who told Riley, why don't you...
Can't call him that.
That's what he calls himself.
Aw.
Why don't you act hard with that same energy during the day? Oh, wait. Texas Penal Code 9.41 permits the use of force to protect property.
Essentially, they agree that you shouldn't go to people's warehouses or homes. Also, they believe Eric and his fans are unhinged for saying the Rippaverse could kill Riley. Could Eric air Riley out? Or could that result in murder charges? Watch next time as Nick Rekieta weighs in. But first, What does Ethan Van Sciver think about the whole situation?
A couple of things. First of all, if anybody wants to meet Eric July, the place to meet him is not at his warehouse for a couple of reasons. One, it's inappropriate for people to go to his place of work, to go hassle him. And two, he's not even there. He doesn't, like, he barely goes there. He has like 15 employees. And from what I understand, and they're there all the time packing books. He's not there. Like he's busy doing other things. So you wouldn't even meet him if you wanted to. So don't go to his warehouse.
Ethan clearly says Riley shouldn't go to people's place of business. He defends Eric July, even though Eric revealed he isn't all that friendly with him. Watch as Nick unravels Eric's false narrative. If Eric gets his way, then his story won't be the only thing with holes in it. Next time on Sifting Through the Trash, with your host, JJ Trujillo.